Hello, I'm Hannah, and this week we're going to look at where do we come from. And this is important because it then is a basis for how our society is built and what we think is right and wrong. I wonder what you think. Where do we come from? According to the Bashongo people in Central Africa, before we existed, there was nothing. There was darkness, there was water, and there was their god, Bumba. And they believed that one day Bumba had a really bad stomach ache and he vomited up the sun. So the sun evaporated some of the water, which created land. So they had sun, land and water. And then Bumba threw up again, and he threw up the moon and the stars, the crocodile, the leopard, and finally human beings. On the other end of the scale, modern science would say that where do we come from? We evolved from the apes. But I wonder about you. What do you think? Our answer to that question affects how our society is set up. So in the UK, we have a justice system, we have an education system, we have a health service, we have a democratic government. Why? Why do we have all those things? Where do our laws come from? Why do we think in the UK it's important for every child to be educated? Why do we think that everybody is valued and therefore everybody is entitled to healthcare treatment? Well, actually the education service and many of the hospitals were founded by Christians. Christians who believe that God created each and every one of us in his image, that he created us with value and purpose, and therefore everyone should be looked after. But an even bigger question is, where does our sense of right and wrong come from? Why is it right to educate everyone? Why is it right to treat everybody? I don't know about you, but I have definitely said, "That's not fair," several times. Maybe some of you have even said it this morning. We have this sense within us about when things are unfair, when things aren't right. Where does that come from? We don't all have Jiminy Cricket sat on our shoulder like Pinocchio did in his film. But we do all have a conscience. We do all have something inside us that helps us to decide what is right and wrong. And how strong that is depends on how we have acted, how we have been treated in the past. So have a think this week. Where do we come from? What is our society based on? And where does our sense of right and wrong come from? See you next time.